And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Tanner versus Athens High School at Athens High School. Starting lineups right now for this Athens basketball team. Now, I will tell you this, Lance. This is a game that I've been excited for. I think that Athens has a shot to win their area. They're on the other side from Hazel Green, right? They don't have to see them to get to their area championship. They're on the other side from Mae Jemison. They're on the other side from Lee. So in this North Alabama area, they have an opportunity to get to a regional. And once you get to the regional, no telling. It doesn't matter. Anybody can win.
And I think they'll see a lot tonight because Tanner just beat one of the people that they will face in the region in Ardmore.
Exactly. So this is going to be a game, a litmus test, so to speak, that they can go engage because, like you say, that Lee game, they don't have to see Lee to win the area. So that beatdown that they took in that basketball game, Coach Walker said it. I'm not too concerned about that. I'm concerned about winning my area, and if I win my area, and if I can get to a regional, I cross and I go to Wallace Hansfield.
Yeah.
They go to Wallace Hansfield, and they'll have to see a Clay Chalkful or a Pinson Valley coming out of that. So they have an opportunity here early on to get where they need to be. So here we are, man, getting ready to start this basketball game. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Mortgage Lending Team. Starting for Tanner, number 1, Ricky Spates Jr. Also, number 11, Cade Dorning. Also starting for Tanner, number 5, Matthew Fletcher. And number 0, Blake Jackson. Starting for, and we have a technical foul starting off in this basketball game. Not sure what the technical foul is for, but however, technical foul starting off in this basketball game. Starting for Athens is number 0, Braden Walker. Also number 2, Carmen Lawson. Number 3, Lakin Barnes. And also rounding out the starting 5 for Athens, number 22, Newton Johnsey.
And we just got firsthand information from the ref. That was a tech because of dunking in warmups. I wish they would get away with that.
Oh my goodness, they got to do away with that. However, here we go. Screen and roll, ball with Braden Walker with it on the wing. Looking inside, has nothing, swings it up top to Carmen Lawson. Lawson handoff to Lakin Barnes. Barnes getting downhill, turnover, picked up by Tanner. Tanner on the fast break. Here it is, number 10 spins. Gets picked up. Whistle on the play, ball will stay here with Tanner.
Tanner's going to get that thing up and down.
You can see early, Lance, yes, Tanner wants to play with pace. Let's see how Coach Walker combats that pace that they want to. Ball's into number 5, Matthew Fletcher. Fletcher over to Jackson. Blake Jackson handling up top, guarded by Braden Walker. Crossover, picks up his dribble, almost a turnover. Now it is picked up by Lakin Barnes. Barnes on a fast break, and his knocked out of bounds by Caden Freeman. Actually,
right off his leg.
Actually, they say it was off Barnes. It stays, goes the other way with Tanner.
Tanner's really showing some patience here in the half court.
Foul called on number 1, Torian Mongren for Athens. His first personal foul. Ball passed in. Up top with it is Caden Freeman. Skip pass, almost thrown away. Cade Dorning picks it up, dribbles on the left wing. Crossover on Barnes. Barnes, good defense. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Rebound Barnes. He pushes it up. Over to Walker. There he is. Braden Walker for 3. It is short. Rebound by number 22, Newton Johnsey, but he turns it over. Up for Tanner. Pass out to Ricky Spates Jr. for 3, and he knocks it down.
When you break them down with a dribble and get a paint touch, good things happen.
Tanner with the token pressure. 1-2-2, and they throw it away. Picked up and laid in by number 10, Caden Freeman. Freeman with the steal and lay for Tanner.
Early 5-1 lead with 6 to go in the first quarter.
Ball on the left wing by Mangren. Mangren over to Barnes. Barnes with a quick three, and it's good. Knocked down by number 3, Lakin Barnes. Tanner right back up with it. Blake Jackson handling up top. He gets a screen from Spates. Back over to Spates. Guarded by Lawson. No real movement on right now for Tanner, but he pulls up for 3. Off the mark. Rebound to Mangren. Mangren pushes it up. Crossover gets to the paint. Little floater off the glass. No good. Tipped around. Picked up by Tanner. Fletcher pushes it up. Euro step. And he's called for a charge. First foul on Matthew Fletcher.
Hey, that was the coach's son, right? Being at the right place at the right time and took the charge.
Yep. Tanner stays in there. 1-2-1-1 full court pressure. Athens looking to get it up. And there's a 10-second call. Here we are letting you know we are playing with a 35-second shot clock tonight. We are playing with a 35-second shot clock tonight. So let's see how these teams are able to adjust. We've been preaching and begging for the shot clock for a very long time. Here we are playing with it tonight. Let's see how these two teams adjust to it.
And that's 2 turnovers here since Tanner's gone to a full court press.
Jackson with the scoop, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound by Doss, who just checked in the game. Up to Lawson for 3, and it bounces in. 3-point basket is good by Cameron Johnson.
Athens with a 2-point lead, 7-5, 4:36 to go in the first quarter.
Jackson for a deep 3, and it's good. Right back. Blake Jackson with the long, deep 3-point basket. Barnes in it with the middle. Over to Doss. Doss for 3. Quick shot, no good. Rebound by Freeman. Over to Jackson. Jackson pushes it up. Up top between the circles, waiting on a screen. He pulls up for 3, and he hits another one. Blake Jackson with back-to-back deep 3-pointers for Tanner, as Tanner takes an 11-7 lead with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter.
And Jackson leads all scorers with 6.
Lakin Barnes, back over to Braden Walker, up top between the circles, penetrates left, kicks it over to Doss. Doss for 3, and he knocks it down. I'm going to tell you like this, Lance. I understand that I just told the crowd that we're playing with a 35-second shot clock.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. They're getting it up quick. We're not going to be in a position where we got to worry about a shot clock tonight. As right there, number 11, Cade Dorning knocks down the short 2-point basket.
Tanner 13, Athens 10, 3:22 left in the first quarter.
And there's a turnover. Braden Walker tried to skip past the Dawson. It goes right between his hands. Into the game for Athens, number 5, Aiden Lavelle, replacing Newton Chauncey on the inside. Blake Jackson crosses half court, calls out a play, guarded by Braden Walker. Jump shot is up and no good by Spates Jr. Rebounded by Walker. He's pushing it up on the fast break, throws it up. Catch by Lavelle. He kicks it back to Braden Walker for 3. Bang! Knocked down Braden Walker with a deep 3-pointer.
And we got a tie ball game with 2:40 left in the first.
Blake Jackson with the basketball up top. Blake, he's already hit 2 3-pointers in this basketball game. He's somebody they might want to pay a little bit of attention to, kind of pressure him to get him off the basketball. Step back 3-pointer by Freeman is no good. Rebound to Spates Jr. Stripped by Doss. Doss picks it up, looks up, pushes it back to Walker. Walker is pushing, gets to the basket, bounce pass underneath the Lavelle. Lavelle layup miss, gets his own rebound, puts it back up and in. Aiden Lavelle with a nice putback there off the missed shot.
If Athens can handle this pressure, they're going to get those types of looks.
Jackson with another pull-up three. Can he go 3 for 3? No, off the rim. Rebound, Dorning. Back to Jackson. Over to Freeman. Excuse me, Fletcher for 3. No good. And there's a foul on the play by Dorning on the rebound. Substitution for Athens. Back into the game, number 1, Mangren. And also number 11, Braden Mooney checks in for the first time for the Golden Tigers. Golden Eagles, excuse me. Reach in foul by number 1, Ricky Spates Jr. Substitutions getting ready to come in for Tanner.
I think we're also going to see the bench play a big factor with the pace of this game. There's going to be lots of substitutions.
In for Pryor, number 24, Isaiah Pryor. Also into the game for Tanner. Doss downhill, he gets it up, misses the short basket. Also in the game for Tanner, number 15, Jay Thatch. Blake Jackson comes across, step back three-pointer, and he misses it. Rebound to Mooney. Mooney over to Mangren. Mangren pitches it over to Lawson. Lawson dribbles it up. Look for the 3, didn't take it. Coach Walker calling out the play, getting guys inside. Mangren, now he takes the 3. And it bounces off, no good. Rebound, Doss. Doss the short floater, no good. Another rebound by Mooney. Out to Mangren, Euro step, and they called him for a travel. Ball's passed in. Blake Jackson. Over to Ricky Spates Jr. Spates sizing it, spin move, and he throws it away. Fast-paced game. Lance, we have not had a stoppage of the basketball or a timeout yet in this basketball game. Like you say, this has been a high-paced basketball game from the tip.
Lots of Gatorade being passed out on the sideline.
Indeed. Braden Walker on the right wing, calling for a screen, crosses over, isolated, gets to the middle, up, and there's a foul. No shot, fouls on the floor. Foul is on number 0. Blake Jackson. His first personal foul, team 5th foul.
And we are at 24.3 seconds on the game clock. The shot clock did reset, and it's Athens 15, Tanner 13.
Braden Walker to the line to shoot 2, as Tanner is now in the penalty. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw on the way. Braden Walker takes one dribble up and it rims out. Rebound by number 15, Jay Thatch. Over to Spates Jr. Spates Jr. walks it up. Penetrates. Kicks it to the wing. To Jackson. Aiden Jackson. Pull-up jump shot by Dorning is no good. Rebound by Mangren. Over to Doss. Head fake. Floater and 1. Oh, they called it on the floor. No basket. Looks to me like he was in his shoot motion on that one. But, however, DeAndre Doss will head to the line to shoot 2. Foul is on number 11, Cade Dorning, his second personal foul.
Got to make those free throws.
First free throw by Doss is no good. Second free throw is on the way.
3.8 remaining on the game clock in the first quarter.
And it's up and good. Tanner inbounds it. Half-court shot at the buzzer is short for Ricky Spates Jr. There you have it. At the end of the first quarter, Tanner leads 17-13 here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here at Athens High School. We'll be right back with you after this message. And we're back here at the start of the second quarter, 17-13. Athens leads.
Athens started to figure out that Tanner full court pressure, and that was a big change. Big shot.
Athens comes out in the zone, and after that, a zone buster by number 24, Isaiah Pryor, as he knocks down the three-pointer for Tanner. They stay in this 1-2-1-1 three-quarter court pressure. And quick timeout by Coach Walker.
And one good thing that the shot clock helps, they were 1 second away from getting a 10-second call again.
Right. There you have it, man. We're going to stay right here with you here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Athens versus Tanner from Athens High School, 17-16 right now. Listen, Coach Walker came out after in the start of the second quarter in a zone defense. One pass in the zone defense, no rotation of the basketball, and a three-pointer was knocked down by Isaiah Pryor. I'm curious to see if Coach Walker is going to stay in this zone defense.
Yeah, Tanner's been shooting it well from the outside. I don't know if that's the choice.
We're back. Athens basketball, Braden Walker crossing half court. Braden Walker left open for three. Bang! You cannot leave him open. He had 13 three-pointers in a game last year with 43 points. So you know he's a knockdown shooter. He is one person that Tanner is not going to be able to lose on the night as he knocks down his second three-pointer of the game. And back-to-back threes now for Isaiah Pryor as he knocks that one in off the glass.
And Athens stayed in the zone.
They stayed in the zone, and Isaiah Pryor has burnt them twice in a row with two back-to-back threes. That one, even though it was off the glass. Braden Walker with the basketball on the right wing, calling for a screen from Mooney. Mooney with the screen. Over to Lawson. Lawson, a handoff to Doss. Doss for the long three, no good. Tipped around. Rebound by Tanner. Falling down. Turns it over. Mooney picks it up underneath. And we got a foul on the play. Foul will be on number 24, Isaiah Pryor. His first personal foul. Substitutions in for Athens. Number 1, Torian Mangren, and also number 2, Newton Johnson return, replacing Mooney and Lavelle.
Let's see if they get Braden a shot right here.
Out of bounds underneath.
There it comes.
Yep. Tried the screen for him. Throwing it out to Mangren. Mangren sets up the play, gets downhill. Right hand layup off the glass is no good. Rebounded by Fletcher. Fletcher pushing it up. Gets downhill. And they got a blocking foul on the play.
You gotta have your feet set.
You gotta be willing to take that in the chest. You can't fall out and try to flop your way through a foul. Fouls on number 22, Newton Johnson, his first personal foul. Going to the line to shoot 2. Matthew Fletcher. First free throw's up and good for Fletcher.
And we're tied again at 20 with 6:16 remaining in the first half.
Again, we mentioned we are playing with a 35-second shot clock tonight here in Athens. Second free throw for Fletcher is on the way. And it's off the mark. Rebound to Lawson. Lawson up to Walker. Walker, nobody stopping the basketball. Three-pointer by Walker, and it's good as he hits his third three-pointer. And that could have easily been a 4-point play. The referee didn't blow the whistle, but it was contact on the play. He knocks down his third three-pointer of the game. Getting downhill, turnover by Tanner. Up and up, no good. Rebound to no foul on the play, and Lawson follows it up. They are really letting them play right now.
I'm curious how much longer Tanner's going to try to full court press on make or miss. They've been doing that a lot.
Oh, almost a turnover by Pryor. Picked up by Spates Jr. Spates Jr. spins in the middle. Little floater up and in. Nice basket there for Ricky Spates Jr.
25-22 Athens with 5:14 on the clock first half.
Braden Walker has it. Crossing half court. Tapping his head. Calling the play. Hands it off to Barnes. Barnes back. Three-pointer, and he knocks it down. Big three-point shot by Lakin Barnes. Back-to-back threes for Athens as they take a 28-22 lead here with 4:50 left in the second quarter. Tanner. Shot by Fletcher is off the mark. Technical foul has been called on Lakin Barnes. Right in front of the referee.
I tell you what, right beside us is a hot spot. We've seen to your right, D. Quite a few three-pointers made right beside you.
Right in front of us, man. 3 3-pointers in a row have been made here by Athens, all from the exact same spot here on the right wing. Stepping to the line to shoot the technical free throws is number 1, Ricky Spates Jr. First one is up and good. Second free throw on the way.
You know, that's big because you lose a possession as well.
You had the basketball. The technical foul is called. They get 2 shots and the basketball. So like you say, Lance, second free throw is up and good for Spates Jr. Losing that possession when you had momentum. You've hit 3 straight three-pointers, and here you are, get a technical foul, and hopefully it doesn't derail momentum. We saw that the other night in the Sparkman game, Sparkman-Bob Jones. We had 3 technical fouls in the first quarter, which really just threw off Bob Jones's offensive prowess throughout the night. And we got a foul on the play, illegal screen on number 15.
Now, all of a sudden, these last 2 calls, they're really trying to clean up a little bit of the physicality of the game when they were letting that go in the first quarter.
Right. All right, here we go with the ball. Braden Walker crossing half court. Into Johnsey. Johnsey over to Mangren. Mangren penetrating behind the back. Pulls it out. Bobbles the basketball over to Braden Walker. Walker to the middle. Gets to the paint. 2 feet. Pull up jump shot, and it's good.
He's feeling it right now.
Braden Walker is really getting it going offensively with 12 early points. And we get a timeout by Coach Owens and Tanner to try to slow some of this momentum.
Athens is up 30-24 with 4:07 remaining in the first half.
30-second timeout. We'll stay right here with you. Like I mentioned, Braden Walker really has it going right now for Athens. What does Tanner do? What does Coach Owens do in this timeout to come out to try to alleviate some of what Braden Walker is doing? Because obviously he has it going offensively right now.
Well, what I've seen is Tanner has to figure out, are we switching the screen? Or are we fighting through? And a lot of the confusion is they haven't figured that out. And so it's none of the above. And so they're just letting him go through the screen, and then boom, wide open. And he's done a very good job at making shots tonight.
That's a fact. Here we are back in action. Coming across, back in the game is Blake Jackson. Jackson to Fletcher. Fletcher, inside pass, up and good for Freeman. Caden Freeman with the nice floater off the glass.
That was a lot of good action by Tanner right there.
Great ATO for Coach Owens, man. Coming out, having his guys prepared what they wanted to do, and them executing it on that play. Up top of the basketball is Mangren. Over to Lawson for three. No good. Rebound goes to Mixon. Christian Mixon in the game for Tanner for the first time. Jackson. Mixon in the game, and he takes a three-pointer, and he knocks it down.
30-29, Athens with 3:12 on the clock.
After that 9-0 run by Athens, Tanner comes right back, gets back in the game. Braden Walker over to Johnsey. Johnsey handoff, great backdoor pass. He tries to dunk it, but he's fouled. Big time play, great set and offensive play by Athens, and a great pass on the inside by Lakin Barnes on the backdoor cut. And I was not expecting Johnsey to go up to try to finish it like that, but he did.
You know, Tanner, again, having trouble with screen the screener action. And, you know, do I go under? Do I go over the top? Or do we switch? It seems like they got to figure that out here in about 3 minutes at halftime, how we're going to work on those screens. The last time, it was very interesting. Tanner threw a half-court trap on them, and that was the first time we've seen that this game.
First free throw by Johnsey was good. Second one is up and no good. Rebound by Fletcher. Fletcher full speed downhill. Floater off the glass is no good. Rebound by Freeman. Freeman up, it's no good. Fletcher gets the rebound, it's up and no good. Freeman gets the rebound again, and it's tied up, and it's no foul call. Rebound up to Athens, and Athens lays it up, no good. Johnsey, he bobbles the rebound. It goes to Fletcher. Tanner right back down court. Fletcher, good pass inside to Mixon. Mixon bobbles the basketball, loses it, and it's picked up by Doss. And Coach Walker advises them to slow it down. Doss with it up top. Throws it into Johnsey. Screen.
They worked out that screen right there on Brayden.
They did. Handoff to Lawson for a step back three, and it's good for Cameron Lawson. And Mixon is not paying attention walking up the court. Jackson throws in the ball, and they throw it away. You got to always have your eyes on the basketball when you're on the court. There's no need for Mixon to be running up the court and not looking back at the basketball, but that's a communication issue. Jackson can't throw him the ball unless he has eye contact. So that's a little bit of miscommunication on Tanner's part.
Athens 34, Tanner 29, 2:02 left remaining in the first half.
Ball goes in to Braden Walker. Braden Walker up to Doss as Doss crosses half court. Into the game for Tanner is number 12, E.J. Vaughn. Backdoor cut, good pass. He misses it. However, it is picked up by Torian Mangren. Torian Mangren with a great backdoor pass to Braden Walker, but he misses the layup. However, Mangren follows the shot, picks it up, and puts it in. That's great awareness by Torian Mangren on that play.
Hey, and with that ball pressure from Tanner, if you can make some of those backdoor cuts, you're going to get easy layups.
As they're overplaying, they can't get backdoors. Jackson, who started out hot, Blake Jackson started out hot in the first quarter, tries to get downhill, tries to put it up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Mooney. Mooney over to Walker. Walker pushing it up. Mangren, head fake. Walker, and he's fouled on the outside by Space Jr.
That's just smart basketball. Head fake, take the bump.
You've hit 3 threes, so you know they're going to be closing out on you hard. Give them the head fake. Great move there and great awareness by number 0, Braden Walker.
Just like the IQ that you think a coach's son should have.
Exactly. Athens throws it in. Walker up top. Another backdoor cut. This time, Walker to Mangren. They just switch positions. If Tanner continues to overplay in this defense, they're just going to continue to backdoor him. Coach Walker has found something, and he is going to it time and time again.
And Athens is back in the 2-3 zone.
With some pressure. Mangren up top on Jackson. Jackson throws it away. Gets it to Lawson. Lawson getting downhill. Euro step. And he travels. Ooh, they called a foul on the play. They call a foul on number 10, Caden Freeman. His first team foul, team fifth foul.
Athens 38, Tanner 29, 36.1 seconds remaining in the first half.
Cameron, goes to the line to shoot two. The first one is up and no good. Into the game for the Golden Eagles is number 5, Aiden Lavelle, replacing Torian Mangren, who just gave Athens a really good stretch, going to get him a quick breather on the bench. Second free throw is on the way for Cameron Lawson. The lefty's up, shoots it, no good off back rim. Rebound by Spates Jr. Spates Jr. over to Fletcher. Fletcher back to Spates Jr. 3-point shot is short, no good. However, rebound by Freeman. Turnover. And it's turned back over as Lawson tried to get it up to Lavelle and they threw it out of bounds. 15.1 seconds to go here in the first half. 38-29. Athens leads Tanner. They throw it in. Blake Jackson.
It's really important that Tanner tries to get a basket right here. They've gone on a drought and try to get a little bit of something back before halftime.
Spates Jr. with a great penetration and drop off over to Fletcher. Fletcher will go to the line to shoot two more. Foul is on number 4. DeAndre Doss, his first personal foul. Fletcher spins the basketball. First free throw is up and good.
Tanner's done a good job converting free throws tonight.
Yeah, I think Fletcher has only missed one free throw. I think he's a 5 for 6 or 5 for 6 here from the line as he sits the second free throw. It's up and it's no good. The announcer
doing what we do.
The announcer's jinx got him. The announcer's jinx got him. Ball out of bounds over to Athens. Doss throws it into Lawson. Lawson picks it up. He throws it up. And a quick shot, and it's blocked out of bounds by number 5, Matthew Fletcher. And that's the end of the first half as Athens leads Tanner 38-30 here in the first half. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy on the ones and twos here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you to summarize the first half of basketball and get you ready for the second half here from Athens versus Tanner for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. And we're back here for the second half from the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Athens versus Tanner, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Mortgage Lending Team. Lance, we're here at Athens, man, a historic place who's had a bunch of high-level players come through. Kind of tell me what these players are playing for right now and that name that's on the front of their jersey.
Yeah, I mean, you had Keith Askins, the Alabama great that went on to the NBA. You had Richard Hendricks, an Alabama great. Obviously, people know the Hall of Fame quarterback, Phillip Rivers. So you've had a huge history and tradition of athletics here in Athens, Alabama.
And these facilities really, really rival that, because this is one of the best facilities that we've been in so far on our iBall Radio Game of the Week. Athens with the backline crossover from Torian Mangren as he lays it in for the first points here in the second half, with Athens taking a 10-point lead, 40-30 to start out.
Where was the help side defense?
Right. Jackson with the little floater, no good. Rebound by Mangren. Mangren push it up to Walker. Walker to the corner to Lawson. Lawson for three, no good. Rebound by number 10, Freeman. He's on a fast break, stripped by Walker, and he gets it back. However, Freeman is fouled on the play by number 2, Cameron Lawson.
Hey, shout out to the student section, man. We're keeping up with the student sections as we do these games of the week. Athens brought their A game.
Athens brought their A game, man. The student section is packed. It looks like they're in a semi-blackout. First free throw up for Fletcher is good. Excuse me, for Freeman is good. Gives him 5 points on the night. Second free throw on the way. Up, and it rattles in.
Here's that full court pressure again.
They stay in that 1-2-1-1 full court pressure. Athens throws it up to Mangren. Mangren attacks the basket, floater up, and it gets in. Great move there by Cameron Lawson as he scores his 8th point of the ball game.
Athens has decided that we're just going to throw over the top of it.
Smart, great idea. One pass, skip pass. Isn't that always how you beat a 1-2-1-1 press?
That's right.
Nearly a turnover for Tanner. Out top to Blake Jackson. Blake Jackson calling for a screen. Passes it off. Spates Jr. spins, gets to the paint, and he throws it up and in. Great move there by Ricky Spates Jr. Great pass by number 2, Cameron Lawson. Gets it up to number 22, Newton Johnson, as he lays it in. That was a little too easy. If Tanner's going to stay in their press, they're going to have to do a better job of protecting that back line. If not, they're going to get thrown over top all day, and that's an easy call with an over-the-back foul going on number 5, Matthew Fletcher.
We used to say, where's the free safety?
Where's the free safety? Second personal foul on Fletcher. 44-34, 6:02 here in the third quarter. Torian Mangren pushes it up. Back out top to Braden Walker. Braden Walker on the right wing, calls for a screen. Newton Mooney, he rejects the screen, gets baseline. Looks like he got knee in the thigh. Looked like Braden Walker got a knee to the thigh on that play. Quick 30-second timeout.
So on that press that Tanner's running, their free safety was playing man-to-man instead of you're supposed to have your head underneath the basket and then work out from there. And that's what's the last couple times is called easy layups there.
Coach Kyle Owens should be correcting that now in the huddle for Tanner. Now, I'm curious. Ball will be on the baseline. 16 seconds on the shot clock. What does Coach Walker run underneath out of bounds ATO? You know, I'm a guy that loves ATOs. I'm a after timeout kind of guy. That lets me know that coach is coach. It shows me strategy. It shows me high IQ and execution by your ball club, that you know what you're doing. So let's see what Athens runs.
I think we're going to get a screen for a layup right here.
Ooh, Lance predicting a screen for the layup. Looking for it. And look what we got. Right inside, right on time. Lance called it out. Newton Johnson with the basket. Great ATO by Coach Walker. And that's why I got him on the show with me, man. That's why he's on the call, man. This guy knows basketball. Tanner crosses half court. Up top with it is Space Jr. Picks up his dribble. Gives it over to Fletcher. Fletcher to Freeman. Freeman for three, and he knocks it down. Caden Freeman for three.
Throwing over the top of it, and the free safety again was out of position.
Lakin Barnes for three, and is right back. Bang! Lakin Barnes with a big, huge three-pointer. That press is just way too easy right now, Lance.
I like pressing. I'm just not sure that's the right one to run.
Caden Freeman over to Matthew Fletcher. Excuse me, Ricky Space Jr. He gets downtown. There's Fletcher. He misses the layup. Tip up and in. Great effort there by Matthew Fletcher, the 6'3 senior. And we get a quick full timeout from Tanner.
I thought he was going to get an and one.
It was a lot of contact underneath. However, no whistle was blown on the play. Timeout, full timeout by Tanner. We're going to take a break with him, Lance. We'll be right back with you here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. 49-39. Athens leads Tanner. We'll be right back after this message. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Athens versus Tanner. Athens with the basketball. Full court press by Tanner. Cameron Torian. Oh, great dish off to Newton Johnson with the lay-in as Johnson gets his 7th point on the night. Great move by Torian Mangren getting downhill and dropping it off to Johnson. Athens in the 2-3 zone. Well, they go to a man-to-man. Three-point basket is no good by Pryor. Rebound, loose ball. Picked up by Doss. Doss to Mangren. Mangren over to Lavelle, and he's fouled on the play.
Athens 51, Tanner 39. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
13 foul on Tanner. Going to the line to shoot 2. Aiden Lavelle, first free throws up and good. Substitutions for both teams. Coming into the game for Athens is number 11, Braden Mooney. Also into the game for Tanner, number 0, Blake Jackson, returns to the game. Second free throw is no good for Lavelle. Rebound to Freeman. Freeman brings it up, turns it around, slows it down, calls out a play, swings it over to Blake Jackson on the right wing. We got a battle on the inside between Matthew Fletcher being guarded by Braden Mooney. Skip pass over to Ricky Space Jr. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Get a screen. Kick to the corner. Blake Jackson, three-pointer is up and it's short. No good. Rebound by Torian Mangren. He turns it over. Picked up. Wow, no foul call. Caden Freeman turns it over, but he gives it back to Fletcher, who throws it down. Big time jam by number 5, Matthew Fletcher on the turnover. Doss with the basketball. Little push off, and he's up, and it's good on the floater, and one. DeAndre Doss with a great play on the inside. Floated it up and got the foul. Foul was on number 5, Matthew Fletcher, his 3rd personal foul. Great action there. 3:05 left in the third quarter, 54-41. Athens leads. at the line to shoot one to complete the three-point play is DeAndre Doss. Free throw is up and no good. However, we got a lane violation. One more shot. Lane violation on Tanner. Caden Freeman was early in the paint. Referee called it. So Athens will get another free throw. At the line, DeAndre Doss, the junior. Free throw is up and good. Tanner basketball crossing half court. Blake Jackson on the right wing. He steps to a pull-up three-pointer. Misses it. Big time rebound by Lavelle. Lavelle up to Lawson. Lawson pulls up and it's no good. Rebound by Spates Jr. Here he is going full speed. Pull up and it's blocked by Lavelle. Loose ball picked up by Lavelle. And there's a foul on number 10, Caden Freeman.
Nope.
Oh, no, they didn't call it on Freeman.
Then Blake kicked
Oh, they called a kickball.
on Braden. No, he kicked the player.
Oh, they called a foul?
Yes.
Foul called on number. Who'd they call a foul on?
Well, they pointed at Braden.
I think they
Walker.
may have just called a kickball. So kickball on the play, Tanner basketball.
This is a real critical possession for Tanner. It's about to get out of control if they don't find a way to get a basket.
And a travel is called on Ricky Spates Jr. Great defense there by Braden Walker. Great man-to-man defense, sitting down on the play. Substitution in the game for Tanner. In is number 5, Matthew Fletcher, replacing number 15, Jay Thatch. Also in the game for Athens, number 1, Torian Mangren, replacing number 11, Braden Mooney. Now it looks like Tanner goes to a full-court man-to-man press. Changing up the defenses for Coach Blake, for Coach Kyle Owens. Braden Walker with the basketball. Hands it off to Doss. Doss up top between the circles. Pitches it to Lavelle, and he travels. Whoa! But they called a blocking foul, and Coach Kyle Owens is up off the bench, and he is not happy about it. He is outside the box, and he is close to getting a technical foul right now. He is going at it with the referee, and he is real close to getting a technical foul. He is way outside the box, and and there it is. He was asking for it, and he got it. There's a technical foul being called on head coach Kyle Owens. He was very unhappy with the referee on a no call on one end, and a very similar play on the other end was called a foul, which I thought was a travel, but they called it a foul, and Coach Kyle Owens let him know he was not happy about that call.
I'd have to get me one too.
First free throw for Braden Walker, up and good on the technical. Second one on the way. And it's good also. I get it. Like, Coach Owens was determined to get that. Now, does that fire his team up? Does that get his team excited and ready and have them want to play a little harder? Or does that give Athens the leeway to just break this thing wide open? Braden Walker on the side, gets a screen. Looking inside, nothing's there. Directs traffic, Mooney. Left-hand jump hook, no good. Tipped out by Mangren, picked up by Fletcher, and they got a foul on the play.
I tell you what, Athens really has settled into this game. The first 3 minutes of the game looked like it was going to be a track meet, and Tanner was taking advantage of it being a track meet, and now Athens is really settled in.
Foul will be on Braden Walker, his first personal foul. Tanner basketball. Looks like Athens goes to a 2-3 zone. Let's see if they stay in it. Yep, staying in it. 2-3. Floater by Freeman. No good. Tapped. Rebound by Mangren. Mangren bringing it up the floor. Kicks it to the corner. Wide open Braden Walker. And he misses it. You don't see that often. However, rebound by Lawson. Lawson pull-up three-pointer, and it's good for Cameron Lawson. Big-time basket for his 11th point of the game as Athens has really opened it up here, 60-41, taking a 19-point lead with 1:10 left in the third quarter. 2-3 zone, and there he is, Ricky Spates Jr. with the zone buster, knocking it down. It's going to be interesting, Lance, to see if Coach Walker stays in that zone after that three-pointer by Ricky Spates Jr.
He's done that twice.
Kick out, and great penetration by Aiden Lavelle as he knocks it in. Coach Walker quickly changes it up, calls out 5, which is his man-to-man, I'm guessing, because they go straight man-to-man. No more zone. Dribble handoff. Ricky Spates Jr. on the left wing. Dribbles it out. Up top. Trying to go one-on-one. Downhill. Jump stop. Pull up. No good. Rebound by Newton Johnsey. Johnsey over to Torian Manger. He throws it up to Johnsey. Johnsey collects, goes up, and he's fouled. Great move by Newton Johnsey, getting that rebound, that loose ball, and then sprinting up the floor. And a great look by Torian Manger and finding him on the way as he steps to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
If you look at the body language of the Tanner bench right now, coaches and players, that tells you a lot.
Doesn't look very confident. Coach Kyle Owens picked up that technical foul, and we know in Alabama High School Athletic Association basketball, if you catch a technical foul, you must sit down the rest of the game. You're no longer allowed to stand up. First free throw by Newton Johnsey is off the mark. Second free throw is on the way. Mass substitutions for both teams. And the second free throw is no good. Rebound by Freeman. A lot of action there. Almost a poster dunk. However, basket goes for Tanner, and that will end the third quarter, 62-46 here at the end of the third, heading into the fourth. Lance, we're going to stay here with them, man. That was a third quarter of, I'm going to say Athens just, like you said earlier, they really settled into the basketball game. They were able to really figure out what it was they wanted to do and do a good job at it.
Yeah. Again, I say Athens just settled into the game, and they started doing whatever they wanted to do. They weren't rushed up by the pressure anymore. The pressure wasn't making them be uncharacteristic. They were getting to their spots, and they were making shots.
It seems like Athens really figured that press out because Coach Kyle Owens went away from the 1-2-1-1 after he got a couple of layups out of it, just throwing over the top of it and went to a full court man-to-man. You could tell Coach Owens wants to keep up the pressure. However, they're going to have to be more disciplined on the back end because if they continue to pressure, but they keep giving up those easy layups, it's not much they're going to do. And Athens is just going to continue to stretch this lead out.
It helps when you have a lead guard like Braden Walker that he's not rattled. The situation that he's in, whether they're up, down, whatever, you can tell he's just going to be that constant guy that can get you into the things that you need to do to get a basket.
Yep, and here we are, man. The start of the fourth quarter, 62-46. The Golden Eagles lead the Rattlers here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. You're joining us right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and go get your iBallRadio.com subscription. Tanner with the basketball underneath, missed shot. Rebound is picked up by Lavelle over the Walker. Walker pushes it up on his high horse, and it's knocked out of bounds, and his foul is called. Foul is on number 15, Jay Thatch. His second personal foul. First team foul. They try to throw an alley-oop off the inbound. Mooney misses. He picks it up, but he gets it and goes right back with a strong left-hand finish by Newton Mooney. Great play there. Hey, listen, they tried to throw it on top of Tanner's head and almost got it to go.
Yeah, I have a feeling after the loss to Lee the other night in practice, Coach Walker has challenged his team because they've come out with some tenacity, some toughness about them that shows that they still have the potential to be something really good this year.
Foul on the play. Isaiah Pryor with the and one going to the line. Foul was on number 4, DeAndre Doss, his second personal foul. Prior to the line, and it's no good. Battle for the rebound underneath, picked up by Newton. He has it, and great timeout call by Coach Walker. Full timeout. Fight for the loose ball there. We're going to stay here with you from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Athens versus Tanner, brought to you by the Glenn Wilson Mortgage Lending Team, powered by Movement Mortgage. Visit them at www.glennwilsonlendingteam.com or give them a call at 334-322-4931. 64-48 here at the end of the third, getting ready to go into the fourth quarter. Lance, what does Tanner have to do to cut into this lead to hopefully break it down and make this a more interesting game going in this fourth quarter?
One thing that their defense has got to start doing to be successful is build from the paint out. That they're putting so much pressure out top that they're leaving the goal wide open a lot of times, which is it's hard to rebound the basketball that way, number one. But you got to get some stops, you got to rebound, and then ultimately you got to make some shots. And the clock is ticking.
Clock is ticking. It's working against them as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Golden Eagles, number 22, Newton Johnsey, also Braden Walker, DeAndre Doss, Aiden Lavelle, and Lakin Barnes on the court for the Golden Eagles. Braden Walker bringing it across half court, calls out a play. Dribble handoff with DeAndre Doss. Doss over to Barnes. Barnes back to Doss up top. Doss going, oh, he bobbles it. And great call by the referee as DeAndre Doss bobbled the basketball, slips out of his hand. He kicks it over to Braden Walker, who knocked down the three, but it's a great call by the referee on the double dribble. Tanner basketball. Caden Freeman crossing half court. Kicks it over to Thatch. Thatch over to Jackson. Back up top to Caden Freeman. Freeman puts it on the floor. Over to Doring. Doring pull-up jump shot, and it's good. Great shot there by Cade Doring, the 6-foot junior, knocking down his fourth point of the night.
That's some good action, and I just hadn't seen enough of that tonight.
That really was good action by Tanner. Braden Walker crossing half court. Screen, and it's too aggressive right there by Aiden Jackson as he fouls Braden Walker on the play. His first personal foul, team second foul. Braden Walker being guarded tightly by Caden Freeman. Crosses half court, looking for a screen, gets the screen from Johnsey. Johnsey rolls. Deep three by Braden Walker off the back rim. Rebound by Johnsey, keeps it alive, throws it in. However, picked up by Doring as he goes full speed. Late pass off to Freeman. He misses the layup. Up, followed by Thatch. Thatch misses. He gets his own rebound and puts it back in. Great hustle play by the 6'3 junior, Jay Thatch for Tanner.
Hey, if they can cut it to 10 before 5 here, they might be able to put a little something together.
Bit of a run here by Tanner. Lavelle gets hung up with the basketball. Braden Walker gets in traffic, gets a turnover, kicks it over to Pryor to the hole, and he lays it up and in as they have cut this to a 10-point game, like Lance said, right here at the 5-minute mark. 64-54, 5:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Tanner on a bit of a run. What can the Golden Eagles do to break this run? Here we go, Lavelle to the basket. Great hard move, and he's fouled on the play. Foul's going to be on number 24, Isaiah Pryor, his second personal foul, team third. Going to the line to shoot to number 5, Aiden Lavelle.
We were talking about the depth of these teams. A lot of guys holding the bottom of their shorts right now. So conditioning this last 5 minutes is really going to tell us something.
Yeah, you can see that on that shot. Aiden Lavelle shot that one hard, and that looks like a tired shot. First free throw is off. Second free throw, mass substitutions here for the Golden Eagles. Like I say, there's a lot of guys huffing and puffing. I'm confused, Lance. I don't know if we got an untuck rule or do we got a tuck rule. You see some referees enforce it. Like in the girls' game that we just watched, nobody enforced it. However, here they're making kids go out because they're coming in with their jerseys untucked. Second free throw was up and no good by Lavelle. Three-pointer on the way by Pryor. It's no good. Rebound by Athens. And the ball slips out of Torian Mangren's hands. However, it goes off the fingertips of number 3, Aiden Jackson for Tanner, and the Golden Eagles retain the basketball. Underneath, Lakin Barnes, three-pointer off the rim, tipped around, big-time rebound by Mooney. Mooney out to Doss. Doss sets it up, 28 seconds on the shot clock. Lakin Barnes with the backdoor cut, and there it is. Right back to it. Lakin Barnes to Aiden Lavelle for a beautiful backdoor pass and a layup. Tanner with the basketball up top. Caden Freeman calling out a play over to Thatch. Thatch over to Jackson. Passes it to Doring. Doring puts it on the floor. Looking. Going one-on-one, pull-up jump shot by Doring, and it's good. That's his second. That's his spot. Yeah, that's his second knockdown pull-up jump shot from that same spot on the floor, and this cuts this back to a 10-point game. You can hear the crowd for Tanner starting to get into it. A little aggressive up top, and they don't call a foul. Out of bounds, DeAndre Doss with the ball going out of bounds. I saw two hands on the hip just then. That was a little iffy. These referees are sometimes letting them play, sometimes
it's
not.
hard to figure out. I was about to say that, not to harp on the referees, but it's really hard to figure out how they're calling it.
It's hard for these guys to figure it out. Coach Walker is having a conversation with his son, Braden Walker, as he's still out of the ball game right now. Looks as if he might be cramping up a little bit.
Another shirt untucked sent to the bench.
And that is Torian Mangren's second time that has happened to him.
Coach is letting him know it too.
Tanner with the basketball, down 10, 3:30 left in the game. Doring up top, he's had the hot hand, puts it on the floor. Freeman goes baseline, it's up and in, and they've cut it to a single-digit game, 66-58, here with 3:17 left to go in the ball game.
Reminder, Tanner had a overtime game last night against Ardmore.
Spin move by Lavelle, no good. Tipped out by Mooney. Rebound. Pryor on the fast break. And he lays it up and in.
We got a 6-point game.
We got a 6-point ball game here with 2:55 left in the game. Lawson over to Lavelle. Lavelle has it on top of his head. Knocked away, almost a turnover. Gets it over to DeAndre Doss. They really need Braden Walker in the game right now. They're unable to settle down from the point guard position. Trap on Doss, a good pass into Lakin Barnes. Lakin Barnes up, and a foul as he puts it in and goes to the line to complete the and one. Great pass there by DeAndre Doss, and a great cut by Lakin Barnes as he lays it up and in. Foul on number 24, Isaiah Pryor, his third personal foul.
There's some tired players on the court.
Like I mentioned, we are playing here with a 35-second shot clock, but Lance, that has not been a factor here much tonight.
Only one time it got down under one.
Braden Walker's back in the basketball game. Wet spot on the floor. Lakin Barnes headed to the line to shoot one to try to complete the three-point play. It's up and it's no good. Rattles out. Rebound by Jackson. Jackson over to Doring. Doring over to Freeman. Back to Jackson. Jackson with the skip pass into Thatch. Thatch dribbles down. Outside to Pryor. Pryor for three and it's short. Rebound by Newton. Braden Walker pushing it up. Nobody stops the basketball. Lawson for three. Bang! Big shot by Cameron Lawson on the pass from Braden Walker. Nobody stopped the basketball, which allowed them to get up and get a clean pass and also a wide open shot on the wing for Lawson. Doring dribbles baseline, reverse layup, no good. Rebound by Lakin Barnes. Braden Walker with the basketball as they slow it up. Coach Walker barking out his play call. Dribble handoff to Lawson. Lawson to Mooney. Mooney back to Lawson. He floats it up. No good. However, rebound by Mooney. Mooney out to Barnes. And
the shot clock did not reset when the ball hit the rim either. They just got it. They just got it.
Timeout Athens. Quick timeout call by Athens. Full timeout. 71-60. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the ball game. We will stay here with you, Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, here for the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Athens High School, Athens versus Tanner. Real quick while we got a minute, Lance, just to let people know, we will be at the Caleb White Invitational tomorrow, covering the Caleb White Invitational. Game start at 9 a.m. The last game is at 7:30 p.m., so it will be a very, very long day here for us. That will be our what? Woo.
A lot.
It will be a lot.
It's past 10 o'clock. I don't do math after 10 o'clock.
I can't do math after 10 o'clock. And it's 10:17. Y'all know what that means. Brick Squad in the building. 10:17. Brick Squad in the building. But however, man, 71-60 here. Athens leads Tanner in this rivalry matchup. It has been an electric atmosphere all night long. However, people are starting to head towards the exits. 1:33 left in the game. We've seen this before, Lance. We've been on this platform before, thinking a basketball game was over here in North Alabama and knowing anything could happen. Athens with the basketball up top. Braden Walker being pressured. Great defense by Freeman. Freeman continues. And an offensive foul is called on a push-off on Braden Walker. Great defense there and great pressure by Caden Freeman, the 5'10 junior for Tanner, as he really pressured Braden Walker with the basketball and made him turn it over and get an offensive foul.
Tanner needs a quick one.
Second foul on Braden Walker. They're running their offense, gets it over, trying to get it to Doring. Doring kicks it over to Thatch. Thatch on the dribble, turns, jump hook, and a foul is called.
1:11 on the game clock. 71 for Athens, 60 for Tanner. I'd say these are pretty big to get yourself back in the ball game if there's still a chance.
Thatch to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and good. Cuts it to a 10-point game.
I bet here comes the pressure.
Do you come out in the zone press or do you come out in that full court man-to-man?
I think they're going to go man.
They've been battling with that man-to-man. It's giving Athens some trouble as the second free throw is up and no good. Battle for the rebound. Barnes collects it.
They're staying with it.
Over to Walker. They let him up the sideline. Walker, in no rush. Gets it over to Mooney. Mooney inside. Great pass to John C. as he lays it in. If you're going to pressure, you got to get back. That second line of the defense has to be ready. Layup is up and good for number 10, Caden Freeman, as he gets his 13th point of the night. Cameron Lawson crosses half court, pressured by Doring.
I'm surprised they're not fouling.
Lakin Barnes, 30 seconds here to go in the game. No foul by Tanner. Looks like they're just going to play it out. Braden Walker, and now they foul him. What do you think of that strategy, Lance? Do you think Coach?
There's a lot of time.
Coach Owens just, looks like he just kind of conceded on that last possession.
Yeah, I'm reading his body language, and I think that would be the truth.
Fouls on Jay Thatch, his third personal foul. Braden Walker going to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good.
What a luxury. How many people would like a Braden Walker on their team as the lead guard?
Oh, my goodness, man. He's done a great job. The junior in the class of 2027 has had an exceptional night handling the basketball and scoring the basketball as he misses the second free throw. However, the rebound is made by sophomore Newton Johnson, a big-time, big-body, physical guy on the inside, gets that rebound and is fouled on the play by number 3, Aiden Jackson, his second personal foul. Newton Johnson, the lefty, goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is up and no good for the sophomore. 18.9, little celebration starting to happen on the court from Athens as they can start to feel it. Second free throw is up and it's no good. And a foul on the play by number 11, Braden Mooney. His first personal foul. Torian Mangren's coming back in the game with his shirt out again. Like, tuck your shirt in, son. It's not that hard. Tanner with the basketball. 15 seconds to go. Pryor cross over to Freeman. Freeman to the hole, and it's knocked away, and it stays here with Tanner. 8.5 on the clock. 74-63. Freeman up top with it. Drives to the hole. They let him go. Rebound by Chauncey, and that will do it. There you have final score, 74-63, as Athens takes down their rival in Tanner here on this night for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Great game, Lance. Exciting game. Everything you want a rivalry game to have happen inside of it. Great action, great intensity, great enthusiasm from the crowd and both teams on the floor.
Yeah, again, I think it was Athens just really using their best player to settle it all down. And, when they needed the game to be settled, when they needed a point, whatever it might have been, Braden Walker was that man.
Braden Walker was that man. Well, we'll be right back with you, man, to wrap it up here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. We will have Coach Walker on with us right after this. We'll be back. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, and Breezy be back on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. And we're here to wrap up here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Athens versus Tanner. And I got the winning coach right here with me, Coach Walker. Coach, kind of talk about this basketball game, a rivalry game, great atmosphere tonight. The crowd was packed, the student section was loud, the band was in the building. Kind of talk about how you got your team prepared to play tonight.
We got prepared. Usually elite. I knew this game tonight going to be electric. You know, we wanted to open season up in a great atmosphere, so we traveled over to the league. They bust our tail, and we got back in the lab and got to work. We opened up some guys' eyes, and it showed tonight. Just a total team effort. Trying to execute in the half court. Those guys did that, executed baseline out of bounds, and we just played good basketball throughout.
Now, Coach, I will say that I saw that several times, man. And we talked about it on the broadcast. Your ATO, your after timeouts, your out of bounds underneath. It seems like your guys were really dialed in and locked in, knowing what you wanted from them and executing throughout the game.
Yes, we spent a lot of time on we call it special team, baseline out of bounds, sideline out of bounds, those dead balls that you're able to get points. So you know we take it serious in practice. We spend 10 to 15 minutes on it a day, just trying to score underneath. So, you know, it showed tonight. The guys executed.
So, Coach, they came out on a lot of defense. They came out pressuring early in a little 1-2-1-1 full court pressure, and it seemed to give you a little bit of trouble. What were some of the adjustments that you made coming out to let the guys know? Because in the second half, you start throwing it over top. You start getting easy layups that pull them out of that press. Kind of talk about what your adjustments were at halftime to get your guys prepared for that pressure.
Like you said, it was basically that long diagonal backside. Once we hit the sideline, you know, we were looking for that that long skip across the floor. We had our guy hovering in the middle of the floor trying to make those defenders collapse, and we hit them over the top a couple times and it gave us some advantage opportunity 2-on-1 and a few possessions of that, and they got out of the full court pressure.
Yeah, so Braden had a really good night shooting the basketball, especially in the first half. Ended the game with 19 points, man. But the person I want to talk about is sophomore Newton Johnson. He played an extremely strong and physical game on the inside. Kind of talk about how his presence on the inside allows all those shooters that you have to be open and knock down open shots.
Yeah, he played a great game. He probably had 10, 12 rebounds also. I hadn't looked at the stat sheet yet. But man, he's a physical specimen. He's a high flyer. Mm-hmm. You saw we threw a baseline out of bounds.
Right.
He almost got him and one on a dunk. He just, you know, he's an everyday guy. He just comes in and does his job. Like he doesn't want credit for anything. He just comes in, rebounds the basketball, finishes around the rim. He just being that glue guy for us on defense.
Yeah, and Cameron Lawson, man, the lefty, played a very good game. A senior who at times was able to take over that point guard position, right, and help relieve some of that pressure when Tanner was picking it up. And, you know, they switched it up a little bit, went 1-2-1-1. They went full court man-to-man. But he was able to alleviate some of that pressure and help Brayton and those other point guards and Torian Mangren, who also played a very, very good basketball game tonight, help them get it up. Kind of talk about how your guard play tonight helped you get past Tanner.
You know, like I've been telling these guys since the summer, you know, I think we brought 6 guys back from last year, and I've got 6 or 7 guys that can give us double figures any night, and just trying to preach to them the we over me, and you know, just letting the ball do the work because it has energy, and just the ball's gonna find the right people. So just trusting in what we're doing, being unselfish with the basketball, and you know those guys made plays. Torin played a great game. You know, that was a great bounce back game from Lee Huntsville. We sat down and had a good talk. Man, he's one of the hardest working players in the program. And he does a lot of the intangible things. He's our best on-ball defender. He gets his hands on all types of balls, and he just plays extremely hard. And he made some great plays for us.
Yeah. So, Coach, man, going next Tuesday, you got Lawrence County. Kind of talk about how you're going to get your guys prepared. You had like you say, a tough loss against Lee. Came back with a bounce-back win against your rival. Going into Lawrence County, what are some of the things that you're going to be focused on with your basketball team?
You know, just getting better. This time of year, you know, you want to win every game, but I just got my guys back Sunday for football. So, you know, we're still a work in progress. We look night and day times better from that league game. with 3 practices after the league game. So just getting back in the lab and working. You know, we do a lot of skill development, getting shots up, and then just the philosophy side of the basketball, executing half court and defensively. So we got a lot to clean up defensively and rebounding. But free throws too. I think we're 9 for 25 from the stripe.
Yeah, I was going to say that the free throw line was a little bit of a challenge for you tonight. However, Coach, last question, man, I saw you come out a couple of times in a zone and they kind of hit you over the top. Is that something that you're going to go into practice and, like you say, shore up that defensive effort?
Definitely. We're small. My center 6'3", my guards around them, 6 foot, 6'1" with some high tops on. So, we're going to have to play multiple defenses. And, we're just in the beginning stages of it. So it wasn't as crisp as I like it to see, but the effort was there. Just to give them a change of pace, get them out of the comfort zone and not let them see us in man all night. So we got 2 or 3 defense that we'll be able to put out there on the floor every night once we get rolling here in December.
Awesome. Well, Coach, man, we want to say thank you for having us out here for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Great atmosphere, great facilities, and a great win by you guys. I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you. Thank y'all guys for coming out for tonight, and what you're doing for basketball in the state of Alabama is remarkable, and I'm happy to be a part of it in our basketball program.
Thank you so much. There you have it. Coach Walker here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week, Athens versus Tanner, as Athens wins this basketball game and goes on to face Lawrence County on Tuesday. We will be back after this to wrap it up here from Athens High School. Peace. And we're back here with the iBall Radio Game of the Week, player of the game, Braden Walker with 19 points on the night. Braden, rivalry game, man. Kind of talk about how the intensity was in the gym tonight.
It was electric, man. Got the crowds packed out. Like ain't no seats nowhere in the gym. Standing room only. So everybody cheering, everybody loud. It's real electric.
So you got it going in the first half, man, hitting 3 3-pointers in that first half. Kind of talk about once you saw the ball go through the rim, what was your mentality going throughout the game to say, hey, I got it going a little bit, let me keep it up?
I'll just tell myself stay aggressive, stay ready, shoot the ball, always in attack mode.
Stay in attack mode. So for your basketball team, man, they threw a lot of defenses at you, and they were real physical tonight. You guys were able to handle that physical pressure. Kind of talk about what the conversation was between your teammates on making sure y'all are strong with the basketball throughout the game.
I was just telling them stay composed, stay just ready. I mean, we know they was coming into this, they was gonna be fouling and clawing and scratching. So we just prepared for that and we held each other accountable and just made sure we were all doing what we needed to do.
Well, great game by you tonight, man. You have been awarded our iBall Radio Game of the Week, player of the game with 19 points. You guys going to a game with Lawrence County coming up. Kind of talk about your mentality. You got this rivalry game out of the way. You had a tough loss last week. How are you going to try to bounce back to come back next Tuesday?
Just prepare. We got 2 practices maybe for the next game, so just prepare for this next team and just stay ready.
There you have it, man. Here it is, our player of the game, man. Braden Walker, 2027. Braden Walker here at Athens High School. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy in the building. We will be back after this to say peace to y'all here from the iBall Radio Game. There you have it. That will do it here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here at Athens High School. Athens versus Tanner. We will be back tomorrow. Make sure you tap in tomorrow. iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com, and the iBall Radio YouTube page. We will be live all day from the Caleb White Invitational at Pinson Valley High School. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy on the ones and twos.
Yes, sir.
Until tomorrow, we are out of here. Peace. Fellas?